First at 4, shots fired at Detroit police officers, and one of the suspects is a teenage girl. We'll talk about what reportedly led up to those terrifying moments. Up first, daylight shows the smashed homes and mangled buildings after Hurricane Laura made landfall tonight. I'll show you the newest video from the Gulf Coast, and Ben Bailey is tracking Laura as the storm heads north. Ben.
Yeah, Karen, that storm no longer a hurricane, now a tropical storm, but still a prolific rainmaker, and we'll show you where it's headed next. Paula?
Well, it's the first day of school for more than 5,000 West Bloomfield students, and as one parent told me, getting ready for it was special. We'll give you your first look inside. These stories and more are happening right now on Local 4, First at 4.
Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
The powerful Hurricane Laura made landfall hours ago, but the storm is still on the move right now. We are getting reports of the first deaths in the U.S., and just take a look at all of this damage we're seeing. Ben will pinpoint the storm's current location in just 1 minute, but first, we are seeing some of the most extensive damage in Lake Charles, Louisiana. The storm ripped ashore under the cover of darkness. Today, we can see what the devastating winds have done to so many buildings. At least 2 people have died so far. A 14-year-old girl and a 68-year-old man died in separate incidents when trees fell on their homes. Survivors seem almost dazed as they survey the damage and try to keep their emotions in check.
It's pretty bad. I mean, it's right around the corner right there. The whole garage is smushed down. The power line is down.
All I can do is say that I have a faith of God right now that I know I have to have for my kids. Because if I panic, they're going to panic. So I have to keep it together, and that's what I'm doing.
More than 700,000 homes and businesses have lost power in Louisiana and Texas. More than 500,000 people evacuated, but others stayed, so the death toll could go higher as rescue crews get into those hardest hit areas. Here's how the destruction started. Laura made landfall near Cameron, Louisiana, about 1 a.m. local time. This was the scene now in Beaumont, Texas, as heavy wind and rain battered trees. The storm devastated the area straddling the Texas and Louisiana border. It is the first Category 4 hurricane to strike the Louisiana coast since Hurricane Betsy in 1965. Let's go to Ben now to find out exactly where is the storm at this hour.
Yeah, Karen, it is in Arkansas right now, and it's still got plenty of rain with it as it heads to the north. But when it came on shore, as you mentioned, just after 1 a.m. Local time, you can see it just started to move on shore and then rapidly filled as it worked its way further inland away from the coast. Even though they measure those hurricanes, those categories with sustained winds, gusts were well above that mark of 150. We'll check out some of those numbers in just a second. Tropical storm Laura now with 65-mile-per-hour winds. It's going to accelerate as it turns to the east through the Ohio Valley, and by Saturday it's already into the Atlantic, and it's going to start moving to the north towards the Canadian Maritimes. Back home, we're tracking a few thunderstorms. Nothing significant right now, but we'll keep our eyes on a slight risk that remains through Friday. Temperatures warm and humid tonight. We'll have more on our forecast in just a few minutes. Karen?
All right, thank you, Ben. New at 4. Well, I should say new at 5. We'll have much more from the Gulf Coast, and we'll hear from Metro Detroiters that are actually headed south so they can help in the cleanup and the recovery. Now to our other top stories this hour. At 4, federal prosecutors charge another former UAW president in a corruption investigation of the union. Dennis Williams is charged with conspiracy to embezzle funds. Williams allegedly worked with other UAW officials in spending hundreds of thousands of union dollars on personal items like private villas, golf, and liquor. Williams is the 15th person and second UAW president charged in this investigation. 3 people are in custody at this hour after shots are fired at Detroit police officers. One of the suspects is a 14-year-old girl. We're told officers were on a traffic stop on Telegraph near McNichols about 3:30 this morning. That's when a white SUV drove by and shots were fired at those officers. No one was injured. Later, officers saw that white car and chased it before the driver crashed. 2 men and the teenaged girl were arrested. Witnesses say they were driving around asking where police were so they could shoot officers. Oakland County deputies block off a Pontiac apartment complex as they investigate a shooting that left 3 men dead and 1 in the hospital. This happened last night at the Spring Lake Village Apartments on Auburn near Updike. Deputies say this started as an argument between neighbors. One of the victim's sisters tells us her brother only stopped by when he saw his friends outside.
We just lost my cousin, and he was so devastated behind that. And now for this to happen to him, it's like a bad dream. It's like a bad dream.
Deputies say the shooter turned himself in after originally leaving the scene. Told the victim, who survived, is in the hospital this afternoon, listed in serious condition. We are tracking the coronavirus here in Michigan to see if the situation is improving. This week, we seem stuck at a plateau. We just received the new number of cases, 758 in the past 24 hours. We've been hovering around that 700 range for days now. At this rate, we should pass 100,000 cases tomorrow. You can see the current total is just under that milestone. Today, the state reported 16 additional deaths, but 15 came from a review of vital records. All right, it is back to school today for one Metro Detroit district, and in this case, that means in-person learning. Parents and students all across Michigan are really navigating a new school year that comes with unprecedented challenges. We wanted to take a look at how this semester started. We'll bring in Paula Tutman. She spent the day over in West Bloomfield. From your perspective, Paula, how did it go?
Well, I think it went really, really well. I mean, it is early for school to start, and if it feels early, it's because one administrator told me they felt like they needed probably about 2 weeks for students who are doing the in-person learning to learn how to learn with these new COVID procedures in place.
Welcome to school. Hi.
The first day of school in the West Bloomfield district had the same excitement.
How you doing? Good. You know where you're going? All right. See you later.
Some of the same confusion.
Where you're going? Not at all. Hold on with me. I'll show you right where it is, honey. Come.
And of course, nerves. For 12-year-old Kai, who is entering the 8th grade, the nerves on top of nerves have to do with coming out of her home cocoon and back to the real world, which is now very different than it was in March when she left.
It's really scary. I'm nervous. Everything is so different now because before school was so simple, and now with the COVID, like so much has changed about it. So we have to go about this a different way, and like I'm not used to it. So I'm gonna be really nervous, but I think I can get through it.
Listening to the news every night, they're talking about all the kids catching it at school, but we came back for the academics and the mental part of it. That concerns me as well because she's the only child.
The district has 100% remote learning for high schoolers and about 1,200 underclassmen who opted out of face-to-face. But for those students arriving at school today, 2 different sessions, the AM cohort session and the afternoon cohort session.
Students in this school will come into the school and stay in one classroom. And they will have 4 classes. Their teachers rotate. The students do not rotate.
So I teach math. So I go to the English teacher's room, then the social studies teacher's room, and then the science teacher's room. And meanwhile, they're all rotating too and teaching whatever subject they teach, but in my classroom. DeAndre, you're here, and Elena.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
So they'll go into their classrooms. They would have gone on and done their electives this morning and Zoomed with a teacher this morning. And so really, they're in school for a full day, just half of it is virtual.
Yeah, I think that's very interesting. Obviously, Karen, we've been dialing into different school districts with what they're doing, and everybody's doing something a little different. Talked to some interesting people, love talking to the kids, but I think my favorite person we talked to today was a teacher, or I should say counselor, who actually had COVID, survived it, and had to face her fears to come back. We're going to hear from her coming up at 6.
All right, we'll look forward to that interview. Thank you so much, Paula. We appreciate it. In just a few hours, President Donald Trump will speak to the country about why he deserves 4 more years in office. Now, breaking with tradition, he will make his pitch from the White House, bringing politics to the People's House. Devin Skillion joins us with a look ahead. And Devin, this is a big night for the president.
It is, Karen. The president was originally supposed to accept his renomination in a crowded convention center in Charlotte, North Carolina. And of course, the pandemic scrapped those plans. But now, in spite of critics raising ethics concerns, the president will give his speech on the South Lawn of the White House. 2,000 guests are expected to be there. Leading up to the president, we are going to hear from his personal attorney, Rudolph Giuliani, and First Daughter daughter, Ivanka Trump. Last night, Vice President Mike Pence accepted the nomination to be again the VP during a fourth night of protests in Wisconsin over a controversial police shooting. All of this providing a strange backdrop for what was going on in Washington. Pence argued President Trump is the person to bring order to our streets, but Michigan's top law enforcement official disagrees.
Too many heroes have died defending our freedom to see Americans strike each other down. We will have law and order on the streets of this country for every American of every race and creed and color.
The ironic part to me, as serving as the top law enforcement official in this state, is that from what I've seen in the last 3.5 years, all the Trump administration ever does is violate the law and undermine law and order.
We would expect the debate over law and order and how to navigate the country's racial reckoning to feature this evening and certainly in the weeks before the election, because once we get past the convention, then it's really a mad dash to Election Day. You can see the president tonight on Local 4. Our live coverage will start on NBC at 10 p.m. and we'll stream it on clickondetroit.com. Karen, back to you.
All right, sounds good. See you at 5, Devin. Still ahead here. First at 4, there is a risk of salmonella for dogs across the country and their owners. We will have a Help Me Hank recall alert you don't want to miss. Also, we have the new jobs report and what one expert says about the risk of permanent damage to the labor market. Up first,